What's going on, Keita?
What up, Kim? Your girl tired. Your girl is tired.
Listen. I 100% understand what you're going through. Your sorrows wore me out in one day.
Ditto. It was
Same day.
Saturday. Yes, it was. I'm still like trying to recover. So
Well,
yeah.
we still gonna entertain our fans. Welcome to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim.
Yes.
Listen. The first thing we got to get on out the way is this boring Ready to Love reunion special. It was boring to me. I wanted it to be a little bit more exciting. Well, except for Morgan and Tony Cuckoo Sales. But other than that, I was just like, snooze.
Well, it was not as exciting as I was hoping it would be, but it was still better than the whole season.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah. And there is another episode. I feel like they could have wrapped it all up in this one. We didn't really need 2 different weeks. But I also feel like nephew Tommy is phoning it in. I think at this point, he may need to step away from the show, or the show needs to end. He don't seem like he was into it this year. And the cast was just messy all the way. So anyway,
but
let's jump on.
he being real lenient on them right now, and it's not really working with the flow of the show, especially with them going back and forth. He normally is like, hold up, I'm not gonna allow you all to disrespect each other and this and that. But this time he was just like, he was doing the ping pong table.
He's just watching. And even when they say stuff he should be commenting on or reacting to, he just kind of lets it slide. And I'm like, really, Tommy?
Maybe he had something on his mind. Maybe he wasn't really there that day.
Yeah.
Which means they really should have wrapped it up that day. And not to be, and I know everybody needs their moment because it is the reunion, but I could have done without the whole revisiting the Corvea and revisiting the guy, the older guy, Fabrice, that kept talking about sex.
The freaky one.
Yeah, he
no,
like
I don't
literally
think so.
They brought nothing to the show because they weren't on there that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but reunion shows always go back and give those people who got eliminated early a chance to, have their say or have, another couple of minutes, because it's not fair to them that nobody knows them.
Yeah.
Because they got kicked off so early.
Yeah.
They jumped right on in. Okay, Corvea, you a gold digger.
The gold digger.
Fabrice, you a perv.
Well, his was super clear though. His was super clear. Hers, she went into this whole, that's not what I meant to portray. This is really what I meant.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Liar.
But that's not what you said. Thank you.
You're a gold digger.
At the end of the day, you're a gold digger. Like,
own it. She might as well own it. I mean, what she's saying is a little bit of both. Yeah, I'm a gold digger because I don't want to struggle. I want my kids to be well off like I was. Okay, just say that, and don't be offended if somebody calls you out on it. Be like, okay, if you got a problem with it, you must be broke. Go over there. I'm looking for the dude with the money.
Right.
I mean, right?
Yes, Hillary Banks, we get it.
It's like saying you want a man that's college educated. And if a guy that doesn't have a college degree is offended, I'm sorry, but I'm going over here with the guy with a degree from an HBCU. Or
right. So that's the thing. It's like, why is she labeled a gold digger when she's telling them exactly what she's looking for? So is it, I'm just being honest that this is what I want, or does she really deserve the label gold digger?
I think she does. I mean, a gold digger is somebody who wants to be with somebody for their money. And that's what she wants.
For their money.
Yeah, she didn't say anything about love. She wants somebody to take care of her.
She didn't. She didn't.
So, I mean, she's a gold digger. That's what I'm saying. That's what you want. That's what you want to be. Own it. Just like I mean, they're just not names for women who want a man. Like say a woman wants a man. Like I said, with a college degree. That's a specific criterion for someone that other people may be offended by. But if that's what you want, is what you want. Well, I got a friend who only wants guys that are tall. They got to be 6 feet and taller. So, okay, there's no name for that. It's not height digger. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's only.
She could be a height digger.
Yeah, but gold digger is the only one you get a name for.
Yeah. It's her preference. Her preference is, I want somebody who has money because I want generational wealth.
Right. And some men get offended because
they don't have no ducats.
They don't have the gold to dig. So move on, bruh.
Not the gold to dig.
Nothing to see here. Keep moving.
I'm gonna head on out.
Yeah, so enough. But I didn't like Corvée anyway. My eyes are watering. Gotta go see my eye doctor. All right, so Corvée, Andre and Jeffri, they set it off pretty early in the episode. Jeffri and that wig thing, but first it's the makeup, then it's the wig, and it's just like, what, sis? Are you going through something? Like, what's the tea, sis? What's happening? And Andre, 10 years later, talking about something is off with her. Bruh, everybody been telling you that for weeks, months. What you need? A smoke signal? You need a the air traffic controller.
A matador with the red blanket.
Something.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need, bruh? She said.
I have a friend that I talk to regularly. If you think about it, you'll know who I'm talking about. But every time I talk to him, I go, "How's red flag?" And he's like, "Quit calling her that." And I'm like, dude, like the stuff that you tell me, like off the rip, I was like, red flag, red flag. So the last time I talked to him, he said, "I'm gonna give her one more chance." I'm like,
why?
Really?
Why? What's the second, third, fourth, 15 chances for?
And that's about where we are with it. That's about where we are with it. So every time I talk to him, I'm like, yeah, how's red flag? He can't even talk. He's like, it throws him off.
I know he like, shut up. Shut your ass up. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because he just
starts laughing and it throws him completely off because I don't know if he forgets that that's what I call her, but I'm just like, dude, she's a walking red flag. Like, and it's crazy. She's highly intelligent, professional, whatever it is, that, and the third. And I'm just like, but she's still a red flag. Sorry. It is what it is.
I mean, but her education and professional career has nothing to do with the flag.
She's a red flag. Correct.
Has nothing to do with it. You can be as intelligent as you want and still be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So,
and I won't say she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because I don't know her that way. But the things that have been shared with me have taken me aback. So if I'm reacting to, if I'm pausing, I'm just like,
you don't see this.
Yeah, she's the red flag. Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I don't care if she is a soror. I don't care.
Andre acts like he just woke up yesterday and realized that Jeffri has been lying about some things.
Excuses are the tools of incompetence.
We don't even have to finish it.
We don't have to finish it because he has known since episode blippity blop that she has had kids whose fathers were not involved in their lives.
Right.
This is not new information, bruh. Like,
if it was one baby daddy, we could all understand that. That happens. But 2 dudes that don't want anything to do with you and your kids, something is not right.
And he also implied it's 2 kids, but it's really 3 kids. Because at some point, a third kid came from somewhere. So I don't even know what the real is. But this ain't nothing new, but she is a walking red flag.
Everybody told him that too, but he don't want to listen. So, I mean, whatever. He got what he got. He made it to the last show. Good for him. I mean, it seems like that's all they all wanted, was to make it to the end. And they did. So.
And at the end of the day, I think that's what it's all about. All they can say is they made it to the end.
Yep. That's all they can say.
Yeah, but you made it to the end with somebody we don't even know is a whole girl with 3 kids whose father's not in their lives. Okay. That's your check. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the anger, though, the anger was it was odd to see, because Jeffri has been him the whole season. And then, but at the reunion, she like, I don't know, wait a minute, who is this? Who is this?
She had a tear the club up moment.
Yeah, she's ready to set it off now. Like, what? Where did this come from? Anyway, okay. I hope they don't talk to either one of them anymore. But you knew something was wrong as far they were sitting this far apart on the, like way far apart on the couch. I was like, yeah, it's not about to go real. And then we had Morgan, Tony, and Mark Anthony. I was confused. Like, why is she clocking out on Mark Anthony so hard? She was like,
you shut your ass mouth or something, she said. And I was like, what?
She said, I will destroy you, or I will.
Yes.
I was like, what? She kills me though. Like, I've been saying this the whole time. In one breath, she says Tony has anger issues.
And then she goes off.
Next minute, she's screaming and going off. And we still, you and I are never gonna let it go. She married her ex-boyfriend. So
I can't. As much as let me tell you a secret.
All right.
You want to hear a secret?
Here, anyway. What?
So I do my own perm. Baby, when I tell you the amount of praying that I do, that this is not the one perm that takes my hair out. Because it's an assembly line. It's, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about where it comes from. It comes from a warehouse. They literally squirting stuff in a container, right? You never know if the batch is off. You just don't know, right? Until something jumps off. Somebody has a situation and then they got to report that this batch was faulty, right? But I don't want to be that person. I can't hear you. Hold on. Something has happened where I can't hear you anymore. All right, go ahead and adjust.
You hear me now?
Yep, there you go.
When I was adjusting it, I hit the mute on the side. I heard it go beep beep, and I was wondering what that was.
Okay. Yeah, mine do that too.
Yeah, so okay.
But back. Yeah, the amount of praying that I'm doing when I'm putting that perm in my hair, and I'm gonna do it this Friday because my hair is in serious need of a touch-up.
It's a little long too.
Yeah.
It's a little long for you.
It's too long. I'm tired of it. It's a lot. But I'm just saying, when she said that, when the ex-boyfriend said that, girl, the reaction that I had in my soul, that if I woke up and my hair was gone, the little hair that I have behind you, which would be easy to take out, right? I would be like, we about to, ooh.
Got me looking like a chicken out here, a bald-headed chicken. No, we out in the street squabbing. Come on, put them up, put your dukes up. Like we used to say back in the day, put your dukes up. It's that we going at it. I'm sorry. That's some nonsense. Anyway, but just the fact that she has all the anger, all the smoke. Yeah, she called Tony a monster, and cold and cruel. I actually believe those things, but I think she's right there with him. Like,
exactly.
She got a whole lot of nerve with all the stones she was throwing at this reunion.
Exactly.
And then he's still chasing her though.
Yeah, he was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, why are you talking to Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Why, bro? What is it? She must have put that thing on him, something awful. He can't shake it.
Is that what it is?
It must be that monkey.
Listen, I guess I haven't had none like that.
It wouldn't be you though. It'd be the other way. He
I know, but
hadn't had none like that.
Well, maybe I ain't that good.
You ain't never had a brother looking for you in the daylight with a flashlight?
Girl, apparently not. Like, I must be trash. Like, God, no. Shit. I must really be trash. That's fucked up. Shit. But I wanted to go back a little bit. The guys never chose a lifeline. They never chose to save anybody. And some of those women were upset about that.
I mean, they didn't like you that much. What you want?
Wait, why when they said that, I was like
the little shrugging emoji.
Yeah, the little shrug. I'm like,
what you want? Yeah, it's like they didn't save you. They also eliminated you. It was right there. They didn't
want you, boo.
Yeah. So
I don't like you like that.
Yeah, they didn't like them like that. Who was that talking about? They were mad that they didn't use the save for Sonique. Wasn't that her name? No.
Zonique. No, that's not her name. Her name is Jonique.
Sonique is a drag queen. My bad. So
Jonique and her makeup was throwing me off. Didn't match this.
But she would have gotten eliminated the next week. It was a waste. It would have been a waste of a save. The saves are a waste. Well, actually not, because the lady saved
Mark Anthony.
Yeah. And he made it to the end.
He was there to the end. Yeah. But that was no reason to kick him off. That weirdly wasn't. That was probably somebody just being mean.
Being mean.
And then Sue Ann and Blake are dating. We're dating. Fake.
I don't know the lady from that the previous season that Blue was dating. Did you watch that season?
Kayla. Nobody wanted her.
Yeah. But I want to follow up on those two, because we know that Blue he got some problems with the feds.
24 months.
Yeah, he got a little problem with the feds and them PPP loans. So they're a little relationship.
Wait a minute. You purposely applied to something that had you publicly visible. You commit a federal crime and don't think that people are going to be like, you remember that dude from Ready to Love?
The feds would be like, we've been looking for him. He looks like this guy. That watch he's wearing looks pretty expensive. What did he just say he does for a living? They taking notes. They're like, wait, hold up.
I think he was like not a bartender. What was his job? I can't even remember what his job was.
I thought he was a promoter or something.
Something.
But I'm saying, like, that might not add up to what he put on his PPP loans. I'm saying the feds were probably watching, like, what did he say he do for a living? They taking notes. How many employees? Wait, hold up. People out here, as you know, Biden extended the statute of limitations on that. So the feds can go after you for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah, well, he got 24 months to think about it.
Sit and ponder.
But it's they played the scene. So even though you didn't watch the season, they played the scene where the guy was like, she was like, you need to make up your mind if you're gonna, and the guy was like, I'm not gonna choose you. I was like, damn, they played that again. So, but it was two guys she was seeing two guys. Oh, this guy keeps walking past with purple hair, and I'm like, what is he doing? Now, my neighbor just texted me to tell me what he was doing. But yeah, she was in the running for two guys. And one of them like flat out was like, I'm not gonna choose you. The other one was like, you don't have what I want. And she just was like, okay, well, I guess I'll leave. So nobody wanted her on this one. And then you happen to choose the guy who commits a federal crime on next
Yeah,
season.
she might have to reevaluate her life choices and decisions. Something ain't going right for you, boo. For some reason.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have anything else for that stupid show.
Yeah, so let's move on. We spent a good 15 minutes on that. That's enough. So we'll be complete. I was hoping it was only going to be one episode of the reunion. So we won't be done with them until Friday. Hopefully it's not 3 parts. Good grief. Like they do on the Housewives. So they're about to be done. Who else we have? Oh, put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Got a little spicy. It got a little spicy for a change. I mean, you know, with Catherine and Ricky. But before we get to them, let's do the other two couples. Joya and Jasha. Joya went on a date with another J name. What was his name?
Jacoby.
I was like, if they get another J name in here, I'm gonna turn his TV off. So
Jacoby said he was a 7-figure igger.
Yeah, he was a little full of himself, but he did admit that
a little.
He admitted that he knows his sex game is good, but he's not good at any of the other stuff. And that should be a red flag. So if Jasha gets with him, she just want to smash. Which would say a lot about, did I say Jasha? No, her name is Joya. If Joya gets with him, she just want to smash. Look, I get too many names.
You don't put the dude with the dude. Yeah, yes, that would be 100% correct because he doesn't come off as someone who wants a long-term relationship.
Or he just doesn't know how to go about it. He doesn't know how to be a boyfriend. He likes to steal women from their man. He's got ego problems. He's got some, yeah. He needs to go work on himself. Sound like he has some kind of addiction and some other issues.
Yeah. Right. And if you are the type of, if you are 7-figure, well, you know what? We can hook him up with the old girl from the Ready to Love My Corvea. Yeah, that's exactly who
that sounds like a good match. It actually was odd that they would even have him on this show as one of the dates. This is the first time I'm like, I don't know about this casting.
Yeah. And why is he, if he is all that and he's in the A, and there's nothing but educated women in the A, Black women in the A, why you single, bruh? It's something not right with you. You a walking red flag. So yeah, I didn't like it. I did not like it.
He's not a viable option.
He said he was top tier in the bedroom. But what irritated me was the fact that then Joya comes back home and she's telling Jasha what happened. And I literally wrote, you play too much. You play too much. If this dude haul off and smack you, I wouldn't be mad. Like, what are you do? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make him react in a jealous manner? Like, what is the point? I think that you can tell him about the date without fucking with him about the date. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like.
But she also wanted to, I guess, get back at him about the chick playing in his beard, right?
Yeah, but she seems really immature. I had a totally different, after this date, I had a totally different view of her.
It's odd. I've been finding that I think she's cute. I know there have been some comments about her, but I think she's cute. And I thought she was a little more put together. But she's just a big old bundle of insecurity. She's just a big old ball of insecurity. This man is with her. He wants to be with her, but I think all of this drama is getting on his nerves. He seems to be a very low-key,
It is.
Simple
Yeah,
dude
yep.
that likes what he likes. I mean, and that doesn't give him a pass. He doesn't get to have everything his way. But if you know this about him and you decide that you want to be with him, then that means you accept it and that you are okay with it. Now you want to change everything about him. Like you want to see him act a monkey. You want to make him have a child now. You don't want him to travel anymore. You want him to stay home and look at you. It's just, yeah, she's just like, I don't know.
And see, that's
Get
my
herself
point.
together.
That's my point about Corvea. I'm like, but she telling you exactly what she wants. There's no, top and bottom. It's right here. I'm telling you exactly what I want. You could take it or leave it. And at this point, I'm like, if Joya is not going to accept what Jasha is saying, then she needs to get the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Jasha needs to understand that if she is not accepting of what he is saying that he wants, and he stays with her, then don't complain about it later. Don't bring it up, because the red flags were there and you accepted it. And so just deal with it. That's the choice you made. Mm-hmm. And y'all toxic folks stay together, because we don't need nobody else involved in that. But I felt like I really felt like I literally wrote, you play too much. You play too much.
I actually don't think I want them to stay together. I kind of want him to go on and find somebody that is on his page. She needs to be by herself for a little while, or find somebody who wants to deal with her and that nonsense. I think he should just go on and go where he's going to do what he's going to do. And then the new couple, Zay and
Jasmine.
Zay and Jasmine. She does look familiar.
She does look, and I cannot place that girl.
She looks like somebody that was on
her.
Yeah, she was on something else, I think. Or maybe she just looks like somebody else, because she kind of favors, I don't know, the voice kind of reminds me of Tamara on Bell Collective, but the look kind of reminds me of Corvea. I don't know. I don't know. But I think they finally got through. Stacey really, she really got Zay to, okay, shut up, listen to what she's saying, right? Try to take it in. Try to stop controlling how she feels. So stop telling her she shouldn't feel this way. Listen to her. She does feel this way, and you got to deal with that. You got to handle it. You can't just sweep it under the rug, be like, oh, you shouldn't even be tripping. Well, she is. And now what? Right? So I don't know what he's going to do, and I'm with her. I believe it when I see it. Because what is he going to do? How long ago was this? He got to go back to his boy and be like, yeah, what you said to my girl was, was out of line and da 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 da.
I don't agree with nothing you're saying. I think he is immature. I think he's going to stay immature. And I think that he needs to find somebody. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I think he should find somebody that's on his level, which is low to the ground, apparently. I don't know how else to say it. I want to say something else, but I don't want to offend anyone. But I don't feel like they're going to
tell me that off camera, because I got to hear it now. I got to hear it. It's going to be one of them. I ain't trying to be funny, but I know
I ain't trying to be funny, but he really needs to go somewhere else searching for somebody on his very low level. Because he, even on the date when he started telling the girl about Loki, I was like, dude, like, stop saying that, because it doesn't make you look any better. As a matter of fact, it makes you look super dumb. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like them together. I think she and her laugh need to go date somebody else. And he definitely needs to find somebody else.
He needs to grow up. He needs to stop talking about this Loki thing.
He's not going to grow up.
He needs to let go of Loki. That's nonsense. You're going to drink a whole bottle of tequila and go act up. Yeah, that's a problem. And you sitting next to your man who just said that, that's a problem. But I did think that I do think that Stacey got through to him, Stacey J. I think she did.
We need a red flag
I don't know what
emoji.
he'll
Where's
do
the
with it.
red flag emoji?
There is one. There's one.
I'm finding. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one on the golf course.
But we don't know enough about them to know if they're gonna make it, but they probably will because of the track record of this show.
Correct. Correct.
The woman first season sat there and told the man she ain't even want nothing to do with his child, and they said, yeah, and they still stay together. So, you know,
I need to add. How do you add that permanently to you? Red flag. Oh, there it is. Frequently used. Red flag. Everything gonna be red flag. Red flag. I need it to go up like this. Red flag.
Like 100 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Last but not least,
Catherine and Ricky.
The friends.
We got a little more background on them. So she's the broke one, not him. He's got a job. She's an entrepreneur, which we
used to have a salon in Dallas.
Yeah, and she could have a salon here or work in a hair salon, or I don't know why she on the couch watching people's kids. But that's what she said. They have one car that they share, which is
why they said they got one car.
Yeah. And he takes it to work and she sit at home watching people's kids. These not even her kids now.
Wait, and now you know the answer to your question that you asked last week.
He's a tripod.
No. I'm not talking about that.
He gotta be.
I'm talking about the question.
This woman to move to Atlanta from Dallas and sit on the couch and watch his kids while he gone out. Yeah, he must be slanging. But yeah, she's a broke one. That's the answer to. I told you I was getting broke best friend vibes. She's the broke one. She's the broke one.
Sorry.
And now she's mad.
Sorry, y'all. That is really funny.
And he said he wants a break from her.
When he said that, I was just like, don't.
I watched you. I went, oh. She like, hold up. I'm the one watching your kids. He's like, yeah, but he probably tired of coming home, seeing her ass on that couch. He done had enough. It probably was his idea to go on the show. We're going to find you somebody because you got to get out my house.
She need to go be with Marcus. Let him take care of her. Yeah, that was funny. And then she kept saying, I'm inclimating into the family.
She kept saying inclimating.
I was like, okay, Dallas Public Schools, y'all. Dallas Public Schools, we need to have a word or two. I was doing this.
She was messing up a lot of words and in her
and she said it multiple times.
She said it multiple times, like that's the word, like it's accurate, like boo. But none of the producers said, okay, cut, ma'am, that's acclimating. Okay, now start filming again. Like they have a way to say it's acclimating.
Right.
Pass her a note, like somebody just hand her a note off the side and she read and go, okay.
But that doesn't mean she know how to pronounce it. You can write acclimating on a note and she'll still say inclimating.
I'm telling you, my people. I said the PSA, please start reading.
Like,
please start reading. Stop listening to people talk and think that you know what the words are. Please read. Please read.
But then Catherine gets mad because she said Ricky's not telling the truth about what she contributes.
Yeah, she the babysitter. She the nanny. He needs to stop playing with her. She contributes. Right? Then she the nanny.
That's all she is. Remember when Jose used to call what's the girl name? Mia Nini? No, what's the girl's name? That was dating Stevie J. She was like, she's the maid. She's the maid.
I don't remember that. I don't think I watched it then.
Oh, that's right. You didn't watch the Love and Hip Hops.
No, I didn't start watching it until.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Jose, Jocelyn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what Jocelyn used to say to Mimi. That's her name, Mimi. She was like, she's still mad. She's still mad.
I mean, she didn't mention cleaning up. So I don't know if I'm gonna say maid. That's why I said
it don't even matter.
It does matter. You got somebody in your house, they ain't cleaning up nothing. He like, she laying around, yeah, she watching the kids, but she ain't doing nothing else. She need to go. She need a life.
Right. So even though they didn't ask them, Stacey J didn't get to the part where Catherine said whether or not she wanted a second date and Ricky wanted a third, but apparently they go out with the same people again based on the previews.
Yeah, but for Catherine, I think part of it is out of spite. Ricky really likes the girl he went out with, which is a problem. Like he makes plans for the future. I mean, it's what the show is about, and it's what they wanted to do. But I'm saying it's a problem for the two of them that he really feeling this other chick. But
but he wants Catherine to find somebody else.
She did kind of seem to like Marcus, and it might be a good thing, which to me would be the best outcome. Like if the show really shows us that these people really didn't need to be together. The problem is once the show ends, they will probably gravitate back to each other because that's just how people do. Exes sometimes take a long time to get the other person out of their system. But I really hope that, I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out. I'll be interested. All right. So that is Put a Ring on It.
Goodbye, Put a Ring on It.
Yeah. It's good, though. I like it.
So then another reality show that we watched that's back, that seems to be a repeat of season 1 and season 2.
It was such a rehash of every old ass argument they ever had. I was like, why am I watching this? Even people online are like, they do not have anything new to talk about. They have
Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville is straight
death and boredom.
A film.
It's death and boredom, Huntsville.
Not death and boredom, but you got to be bored then die. You can't die
boredom.
Then be bored. Look how you look.
I was trying to think of something else. All I could think of was death of the show, and I'm bored.
Let's just say, people, we wouldn't miss them if they were gone. And I wouldn't care anyway.
I wouldn't miss them. I wouldn't miss them. I said, listen, I wouldn't miss them. Yeah. So, Martell wanted to walk Melody to her car. I can see both sides of this one. I could
too, but
who cares?
All you had to do, but I do see both sides. All you had to do was keep walking, go out the door, and get in your car. You didn't have to turn around and talk to him. You didn't have to do nothing. All he said is, I'm walking you to your car. Then walk out the door and go to your car. You don't have to look back.
She know he gonna keep talking to her though. See, her point.
But she doesn't have to respond. Just go to the damn car. You're making it more drama than it is.
She does blow everything out of proportion, but he also is as you didn't watch Chappelle's show, right? It was the Rick James episode. They said
I seen that one.
They said Rick James was a habitual line stepper. I remembered that line from way back then. And that's what Martell is, an habitual line stepper. Because
he doesn't care. It's about him.
Right. It's what he wants. So it would not just be, I'm going to walk you to your car. He's got an ulterior motive. He's a red flag. Right. He's going to walk her to her car and then start talking to her about some bullshit. So I'm with her like, just leave me alone. No, I got it. I walked my car by myself. Like he makes you do that because he has no boundaries. Right. She has to set super hard boundaries with him and he keeps trying to cross them. So I get that. But on the other hand, he's a gentleman. She is the mother of his kids. It's dark. He's
still in love with her. And
that's
still
beside the point, though.
I know, but
guy there could have offered to walk her to her car, right? Mm-hmm. So it shouldn't be shouldn't be a problem. But because it is specifically Martell, it's going to be a problem. That's why I see both sides. But I'm with you. If Melody would just find another way to respond without, it would be just so much easier. And if Martell could just dial it back on trying to be Mr. Charming and Mr. Father of the Century, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Right.
So anyway,
that part.
But they still arguing about it. And she's still crying about how things turned out. I was not 100% sure her tears were real. I don't trust Melody as far as I can.
She's trying to get her acting skills up so Tyler Perry can hook her up.
Which he probably will. I mean, it don't take a whole lot for Tyler Perry ventures. She could be the star of the movie. It's Tyler Perry. So yeah, but I don't know if she's sincerely hurting about this or if she's trying to get some fans back or get more sympathy on her side. I don't trust her. I don't trust him and I don't trust her.
Don't care.
So yeah. Tisha and Kiki, why? I wrote down, why are they on my TV? I can't.
And then they brought a cousin. Into this mess, Courtney, who is funny. All three of them look just alike. They could all have the same mother and father.
The genes are strong in their family.
The genes are super strong. And excuse me. The whole scene with Courtney, I was just like, what y'all trying to get her a little check or what's the issue? Like what's
yeah, I think they're trying to bring her. Well, Tisha says she wanted to bring her into her realty business. And I thought of you there. I wrote another Tisha word. I cannot stand when people say realty or realtor. Like put that extra
realty.
Letter. Yeah, just
realtor.
Like people who say jewelry. Like, oh.
Well, really is jewelry, but that's besides the point. But
they say jewelry.
Just say jewelry. Just say jewelry.
Jewelry. I just be like, ugh. Realty. Realty is 2 syllables, not 3. It's just like people say my mama's name wrong. Her first name's Kathleen, but she has friends that call her Kathleen, and I just be like, it sounds so weird to me. Okay,
that's that country.
Yeah. So the one thing Tisha said that made, if I was Kiki, I would have wanted to punch her in her face. Actually, she didn't say it to Kiki. I think she said it in her confessional. She said Kiki wants to play this everybody did wrong or both sides were wrong. And she said, but Kiki's not taking any accountability. I'm like, but both sides are wrong. And you aren't taking any accountability. Tisha works my nerves. She works my nerves.
It's everybody's fault but hers.
It's always everybody's fault but hers. And there's not been enough Marsau in these episodes. Where's Marsau? I know he's an asshole, but he's my asshole. He's my funny asshole. I need Marsau back because these episodes are trash without him.
They have been trash.
They are trash. He is so funny, and his comments are poignant, and they need him back on the show. It's something is off.
Especially since we already know that Marsau has kicked Tisha to the curb when it comes to business. And he's got a new business partner. So I'm ready to see how that whole thing came about and why Martell is like, I'm ready for you to go over there and do something else with your realty life. Go over there and do realty. Do that.
Yeah, because they haven't been doing confessionals together. Right?
In the beginning, they did.
This season, I'm saying.
I think so in the beginning, I think. I don't pay them any attention because you know why? I was looking at them 2 dots. I fixate on certain things that don't sit right with me because I don't know what it is.
And your eyes just keep going.
My eyes just kept going and I kept going. And I'm doing this to the TV.
Like, you remember Austin Powers? Where Dr. Evil's going. Or was it or was it Austin Powers going, mole? Mole.
Mole, mole, mole.
Mole, mole, mole.
Mole, mole, mole. Yeah, that's how I was with Andre.
Mole.
And then now it's Tisha with it, and I'm going,
mole.
What is it?
It's distracting. It's just a distraction. It's just a distraction.
So I don't even know
looking at nonsense while they're talking stupid. That's all.
Right. So I don't know if Marsau was there or not because I was so busy looking at that. What is it? Jewelry? Is it jewelry?
It's some kind of like little, a little thing you just glue on, a little blingy thing you just glue on. Like you have bling on a shirt. Those are individual little like sequins, not sequins, but kind of like.
And when it get in your eyeball and scratch your cornea, then what?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it blindly. We won't be able to see. I mean, look, that's not my problem. And she's on TV crying, talking about, I can't see because of a bad beauty choice I made. Then, we'll be like, really? Oh, that's so sad.
Really?
Oh, that's really so sad. Never would have thought it would happen.
So I have to crack up laughing because one of the things that you and I talk about all the time is folks' names. And I really do not feel like I knew that Chris's wife's name was Nail, but it was spelled Nail.
I didn't either.
Do you really think that's the real spelling, or is it that what they put on there?
I think it's short for something like Vernell or Linnell. Like it's got to be short for something. Linnalia. I'm making up names, but I thought it was Nell, like Nell Carter, not like nail in the wall or nail. Hit a hammer.
And when
hit a nail.
Hammer and nail. Yeah. But when I saw that, I was like,
yeah, I'm gonna start calling her Hammer now.
Please don't hurt him, Hammer.
Why is your name Nail? She's gonna be Hammer Fletcher.
So another waste to take.
Yeah,
another waste to take for what? You and that wig need to go home. This is the same wig you wore last season. I want you to change your wigs out. Or if that's your hair, I need you to, I don't know. I don't know the wigs versus the real hairstyle, but that's the same wig she had last season. I'm gonna need her to do something different. She was like, you look so good. And she was like, you do too. And I'm like, no. I don't agree with that.
Lies. But she also doesn't seem, and this is just from watching TV, right? We just make observations from watching TV, but she and Chris don't seem matched. They don't seem, he's so together and he's kind of cute. And you see him, showing up other places. She's just what is she just at home praying? Like, I don't get it. They just don't seem like whatever you like. Yeah, she just doesn't seem like they are on the same.
Girl, apparently that's the thing these days. Because trust and believe, baby, I am meeting more and more people where I have just done full like you and him together.
Telling you, it was a running joke on the show Arrested Development on Netflix. They would always go, her? Talking about the one guy's girlfriend. She was just so plain and they couldn't understand why he was with her. And they would always go, her? Her? And
I don't know if this is true.
Like, Nail?
I don't know.
Him and Nail?
I don't know if this is true, but I was told that females, when they seek a mate, that they're looking for the full package. They're looking at your looks along with your education, along with your everything. They're looking for this, that, and that. But when a male looks for a mate, there's one very glaring thing that they like, and everything else is a consolation prize. And that's how they choose their mate. I'm beginning to
do some research. Let's
Look,
survey.
I'm big, but it almost seems to be a true statement when you look at the person and look at their mate and you're going, you and him? Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there is some truth to it.
It probably is, because men don't need the total package. You know, traditionally, men are the, the providers. So that's why a woman would be looking for a man to be the total package. She wants somebody that's going to be a provider and take care of, the home, take care of the kids, provide the love and all of that. She wants everything. The guy doesn't not looking for a woman to take care of all of that. He just wants you to have some kids and cooking some dinner. So
is that what it is? But some of the guys I know recently, some of them I've been, thinking about some of my friends who are getting divorced or finalizing, in the process or whatever. And I'm like, but he did all that too. He did all the cooking and cleaning too. So what she do?
Those relationships baffle me. Those baffle me. But then it must be something else. You said he just needs the one thing.
Yes.
He just needs the one thing. So it must be some one thing that is not visible to the eye.
Yeah. Well, all I will say is apparently there's some truth to that bullshit, because then you come back and then you complain about that one thing that you said, oh, okay, I'm good with not having it. But then you come back and complain about it. And that's when I say, shut the fuck up complaining about it, because you accepted it in the very beginning. So what has changed now that make you want to say, yeah, well, maybe this isn't the person I should have been with? Well, I could have told you that. Shit, you ain't asked me. But it is what it is. Okay, I'm done with that. Yeah.
That was enough.
That was boring. That shit was boring. Let's talk about something exciting.
Yeah, we really may have to give up the reality shows, or at least these ones, and move on to some different ones. I'll stick with Put a Ring on It for the rest of the season to support my girl. But the Love and Marriage, I don't know if I want to talk about them anymore.
I mean, I'm cool with giving it up. If something really funny happens, we can just mention it in passing. Because, we still going to watch it just like we still watched DC, even though we stopped talking about DC. But that shit got more boring too. So it is what it is. But I don't know if it's over, but they did end they ended the season.
The season ended? I didn't realize that the last episode was the last one. Like I thought it didn't seem like
I thought it ended because it's on my recorder and it hadn't been recording anything unless I deleted it by mistake. I don't know. But I've only been seeing the Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, child. But yes, we definitely could put Love and Marriage Huntsville on the back burner. Delete. All right, let's talk about something very exciting. Power Book 2, shouty.
Yeah, I could spend the whole time talking about Power because we don't have a whole lot of more time, but I'm just saying I would rather talk about
Power. I got 45
Power
minutes.
Than I don't. I do not.
No, I got 40 minutes. I
do not have nearly that much time. So
I gotta eat something. Because this next meeting is 2 hours long. I'm gonna be dead on this floor. And I have to talk.
For the job that pays me.
Right. How about that? So I call this episode It's Always Something. Because I was like, golly, every time you look around, you can't even have a peaceful shit on the pot for something happen. It's ridiculous. They have gone all the way to Milan, Italy, or Milan, or however you pronounce it, in Italy. Noma, she was stalking me. I felt like she was stalking me. I'm like, damn. was crazy.
I'm feeling some kind of way about Power at the moment, which is why I'm not saying a lot. I look forward to watching it. I watched the whole episode, but I feel like it's just kind of all over the place right now.
It is all over the place.
Like
that's why I said it's always
trying.
something.
I thought you meant like something always happening or going wrong. But to me, it just seems like
no. I mean, it's something. If you have a situation, you don't even give the situation time to play out because you bring in something that doesn't have anything to do with this particular situation into the other situation. That's what I'm saying. How are you meshing things that Noma didn't have nothing to do with RSJ, but now we meshing the drug dealing, the drug selling or whatever, along with something Noma had going on. And then I'm just like, she was related. She got a child by the dude she put a hit on. I'm like, God, dog, y'all, geez. That's a lot going on in one scene. So I don't know. It's a lot, but I agree with you. It's just too freaking much going on.
It is. It's
damn.
It's see, and I don't see it as it's always something. It just seems to me like it's more like too many somethings. It's
too many. Much, okay, let's call it too many somethings.
Too many.
A lot of somethings.
A lot of just it's random. So okay, the Milan story. I really didn't see a reason for them to go to Milan. Maybe it's going to be more, and maybe there's going to be more to it. But if they just went over there, she kills this dude, and then they go back to the U.S., and then that's the end of it, then that's going to just be a wasted episode. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like no real reason for them to go to Milan. And the rich guy, is he involved? He didn't seem to be. I kept expecting him to pop out, like maybe he knows Noma or something. I don't know. I can't figure out his story, or was he really only there for business? But my thing is, they are all.
I don't think it's come out yet.
Braden is too sloppy for this life. He drives me
Good
crazy.
Lord.
But he looked nice without a shirt, though.
I don't.
He been hitting that Planet Fitness or something. He got a personal trainer. When they punching him in the chest, he's got to cut up. I was like, all right, now, little Braden.
Wasn't looking.
He don't do it for me,
at all.
I thought he looked nice without his shirt. I thought, okay. So,
that ain't my
first he dropped his phone.
Right, and she looking all at.
And she looking at it. Well, you would look at it out of habit, I guess, but she.
No, I don't.
She nosy.
She's nosy.
What it is? She's nosy. She don't.
And then they didn't revisit it again. Did he get his phone back?
I don't think. I don't know.
Because Tariq kept calling him, remember? And then she came to the door.
He kept calling. He kept calling him, but he was also kidnapped. So, I mean, that would explain why he wasn't answering his phone. But I don't think she ever gave it back to him. We didn't see that part. But yeah, he got caught trying to get the thing. He knew it was under there. Seemed like he saw it. I don't know why he couldn't get it real quick, but it's probably a good thing that he didn't get the listening device, or they would have found it on him when they were beating him. But Braden just messes up every single week. Tommy wasn't like that. So the only relationship between Braden and Tommy is that they're both white.
That's it.
He has no parts of Tommy, no kind of way.
At all.
At all.
Zero.
No kind of way. Not at all.
Not one single thing. Not one characteristic is the same, except that they white. I laughed though when Davis called Jenny Nancy Drew. That was funny. He was like, what else do you want, Nancy Drew? So Monet has gotten away with killing so far, but
she's not going to.
What's his name? Winston?
Whitman.
Whatever his name. Whitman. Black Panther. But She to me, she's smart as shit. She's conniving. I like her move. I like the way she moves. And if you get on her bad side, she let's go shoot you. You know what? I'm tired of you talking wow. You know, it's like she don't give a damn. But she knows everything that's going on. And it's so random. She's like, don't hurt my baby to Gordo. I'm like, I know. Lord. What? Anyway, I'll tell you what I do like. I like the classroom conversations. And I don't know if that's because it's the professor in me or if the topics are really interesting or the perspectives are interesting. But I do like the classroom scenes, the discussions that they have in the classroom.
I do too.
Those
I like that.
I think that's my most favorite thing about these episodes is the classroom stuff.
I do too. I like the classroom discussions. I didn't really care for them last season or before. When Carrie was the professor, I didn't really care anything about the classroom scenes, but I do like these a lot more now. And what is that girl's name? Bruchandria? Where did they?
Oh,
I think I this week I was
light
like,
skin Keisha. I'm just gonna say light skin Keisha because I don't know what her name is on Power, but it seemed like they say something different every time.
I was just about to say that. I kept thinking, is that what her name is? I know it's with a B. I do know that, but it just didn't seem like when they said it this week. I was like, is that what her name is? I thought it was.
Let me
They
see.
kept
I'm
saying
not exactly
different.
sure. Light skin Keisha. She got 30 names. Let's see. Yes, it's Bruchandria Carmichael. Brew. And the B and the S are capital. So capital BRU and then capital SHANDRIA. Bruchandria Carmichael.
They didn't have to do that to that girl.
Light skin. Well, they could have called her light skin Keisha. That would have made even more no sense. But yeah, anyways.
So, what else happened? Oh, Lorenzo. Or you want to go back to Drew and Gordo?
I don't care. Go ahead.
They gave us some old P Valley kind of scenes in this one with Drew and and the guy.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. I do not have to see Drew having sex with everybody every episode. Every episode he's been having sex with somebody. I don't have to. Nope. Leave that over in P Valley land.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's pretty graphic, but I won't do it this week. I won't do it. I don't have to play the peacemaker. It just is what it is. It's just what I guess I was gonna say, gay people watch straight people have sex in the movies and on TV all the time. So why shouldn't we have to watch gay people have sex in movies and on TV? It's just it doesn't.
But
it doesn't.
Not. It's.
I'm just playing.
I will not say this on the podcast. I will not say it on the podcast. All I'll say is it's different. I'm just gonna stop it right there. It's just different.
It's
different. And I'm not saying that
attracts me. It doesn't turn me on to see it. If you see two people having sex in a
movie, hell, sex having sex with Jenny don't turn me on either. I don't want to see that shit either. I don't want to see that either. Exactly. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If it doesn't appeal to me or doesn't turn me on, I don't want to see it. It's just some couples I don't want to see together.
Correct. And, Drew and anybody, I just don't want to see it. I'm good. Cut it out.
Yeah. All right. So what's happening? Their family is all over the place. Kane didn't really have much this week. It was more Diana, Drew, and Lorenzo. Monet with her non-acting self. Did you see where I tagged you on?
And it's funny because that I wrote that down as one of my observations, is that you have been moping for the last few episodes about Zeke's death. And when Lorenzo finally admits that he kills Zeke, you were just like, what took you so long to tell me? And I'm going, that's how you react?
Listen, she had a whole ass son for 20 plus years that she didn't tell him about. What took you so long to tell me that? No, don't give me that. It took a few months or weeks and shit. Nah, bitch. 20 some years. Lorenzo should have came back with that fire. I know the fuck you didn't.
Yeah, but she didn't kill him.
That's what he should have said.
He dead though.
But you can't be mad that somebody kept something
but
from you.
But you killed him though.
You had a whole ass son that you lied to me about for 20 plus years. You don't get to be all that mad.
Wait, these relationships are weird. I mean, I ain't hiding a whole kid nowhere. Like, damn. But yeah, but her reaction was just so blood. Like, it was really bad. Like, they should have been like, Monet, damn, is that like Mary J? Like, you don't have no more to give? Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought she was gonna be like, and just crying and falling on the floor and throwing stuff and going to get her gun. And I'm going, she ain't do none of that. She just was like, and I'm just like, that's it? Okay. All right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Then she had him murked.
She didn't have him murked. She put it in the head of Gordo that that Lorenzo killed Frank, and so he murked Lorenzo.
She had him murked. That's exactly what that means. She didn't do it herself. She had someone else to do it for her. Yes, yeah, absolutely. She did. She put a hit out on that man.
She did.
And she even said something to the effect of, if that was me, I would slit his throat. Something like that. And so that's exactly what he did. Yeah. It was the right.
It took Lorenzo too long to die, though. He was all I'm like, girl, go on with that.
My girl.
And then killed him in front of Zeke's mural. I was like, Lord.
Yeah, but she tried it though. She first tried with Gordo's, was that his mother? And she didn't go for it. She was
Evelyn.
Like,
was it Evelyn? What's her name? Evelyn.
New York Undercover or something.
That's all I can see her as. Yeah.
You too? Okay, I thought it was just me. Every time I see her, like,
every time I see her, that's all I think about. But yeah, Evelyn. Evelyn was like,
she didn't take the bait.
Monet was like, can I trust you? Evelyn said, about as much as I can trust you.
Right. She was like, I'm not falling for your bait. No, I'm good. I'm glad you told me. That's so sad. Yeah, I'm angry, but I ain't doing nothing about it. So
she was like, thanks for telling me. I have closure. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not getting me and my sons jacked up with this. And then so she's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to tell one of your sons. Well, they said, oh, I'm going to get my way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And here come gullible Gordo.
Yeah. So he handled it. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Everything's not processing. Like, I feel like I'm slow on the uptake this morning. Anyway, what else happened in the episode? Okay, so Lorenzo got dead.
So
I had he wasn't gonna make it long, and he didn't. It was episode 5. I knew he wasn't gonna make it this season.
They introduced a new word to me that I had to look up, and it was very interesting. Sancocho. Actually, I think they said Sancocha on the, or maybe it was their accent that they were saying. But the Sancocho is the soup that they were talking about at the Tejada family dinner night that they were that they had. And so I looked it up, and I was like, man, this ain't nothing but gumbo. It really is like meat and vegetables or a stew.
Or
It's a stew.
yeah, kind of like that. What else they have? Is it menudo? It's something else, but yeah, it's just a stew. But I
It's
want to
just a
try
stew.
it though. It sounds like, I looked it up too because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people from the islands and stuff, and I never heard of that. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
I want to try that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
we'll have to
crazy. We
find
both looked that
somewhere
up.
that
We ain't even
serves
talk
that.
about that.
No, we just greedy. they
Listen, that's all
they
it
talk
is.
about food, and the two of us like, oh shit, that's not that way. Let me
I'm
find out
like, what? What? Wait, what is that?
Wait,
I'm
what's
going
that?
to the
How you
farmers
spell it?
market
Let me
today.
turn on the caption. How you spell it?
I was like, ooh, something else I can cook. Let me
I
try
said,
that.
what?
Yeah, that's all that shit was. I was just like, you gonna give me something else to stay fat with? Okay, great. Thank you. So Tariq fed Tate the wrong information. So Tate could do the research. So he basically had Jenny to do his job. Then Tate called Tariq a motherfucking liar. And then Tariq told Monet that IG did not kill Zeke, which led to the confirmation that it was Lorenzo. But I thought that Tariq is I like his cleverness, and I've been saying to you on our podcast that I really, 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 really don't want Tariq to be super gullible with Effie. And here comes Lauren. And I was like,
How'd she get out the house?
she
And
snuck
why is
out
this just the first time she'd have been able to get out? And does she just
because
go back in there? Does she just go sneak back in? I don't know. I didn't like none of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like how she came out the front door when they were talking. Like, what kind of safe house is this? What kind of witness protection is this?
But how else were they gonna how else was Sax supposed to find out that Lauren was in that house? Like wait till nighttime and then sneak around? Would you have preferred that?
No, it wasn't that. It's just the way I don't know. The writing is just getting on my nerves this season. I'm sorry.
But that's what I've been saying. Everything has been so super easy, and people
It's
keep saying
sloppy.
you're too cerebral. It's just a TV show.
I guess it's just disappointing because I thought it was gonna be better than it is. That's why I said this season is just not. It's just not gelling for me.
Yeah.
She not only busts herself out the front door when Sax is there, she gonna sneak out at night too. I don't know. Come on.
With a box cutter.
She was like,
where'd she get the box cutter from?
And the hoodie and Tariq's location and just everything. Well, she told him to meet her there, right? I don't know.
Yeah, from an unknown number, and he shows
just
up.
Goes.
And that's the thing. That's the thing I said. I was like, if I got a rando, which I get all the time with the spam, I get hi and hey all the time, and that's all it says in the text from random numbers. And I just delete it because obviously I don't know who you are, and you don't, if you are going to talk to me, you would have said something other than just hi or hey. I get that all the time. But I'm not going to respond to a text that say, meet me outside in the dark by a gate, whatever. I'm not doing that.
It didn't make sense. Hell? And does she not go try to see her parents? It just don't make any sense. The first thing she do is go sneak to meet Tariq in the park.
She meeting Tariq because she want to know if Tariq really set her up to be killed.
She could still go to her parents first and let
because the parents ain't gonna let her. Now good and goddamn well, if she went to see her parents, they wouldn't let her back out the house, Nikita.
She don't have to get back out the house. Go to her parents and then let them fight the rest of that. I'm saying she don't have to go to see Tariq at all. I wouldn't give a good goddamn. I let it all fall out. I'm going home. Y'all, everybody in this mug line, I'm going home and let my parents go and handle the legal battle for me.
But she wanted
I'd be on the news talking about all them bitches. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Girl, bye. The first thing you don't do is sneak out of witness protection and go see some boyfriend you had for a couple of months.
weeks.
Whatever. Is that any different? A couple of months is 8 weeks.
She wanted to know who set her up to be murked. That's what she wants to know.
Fuck around and go out there and get murked trying to find out who did it. That's dumb.
I know, in that would be the shit right there. On the way to meet Tariq, and then your ass really does get.
They find her dead for real. But like, wait a minute, I thought she was already dead. How she out here dead? How she
2 times? You dead 2 times
for the second time. Yeah. So yeah, but it is, So yeah, finally.
It was convenient. It's a story. Yeah, it doesn't make
exactly.
sense,
but it's hella convenient.
It is what it is.
So yeah, so now Tariq knows the truth.
So what you think the next move is for Tariq?
He gonna sit on it. He gonna sit on it for a while because the gears are turning in his head. He got to figure out who he can trust. He got to figure out what Braden's part was in it. Did he know? Well, I guess he had to know if he was gonna kill her because
Tariq asked
what he was supposed to do.
Braden,
exactly.
Right.
Braden didn't follow.
And where was the disconnect? How did Effie get involved? Is what he needs to find out. Because his directive was to tell Braden to get her the hell out of Dodge. So where did the disconnect happen?
And they laying their lives on the line. Supposed to be a team and working together, but they all hiding secrets and lying to Tariq. So, but they also don't know that Lauren is still alive. So yeah, I don't know what Tariq is gonna do. What you think?
You know what? It better be, number one, it better be good. And it better be something that's actually plausible. Like, quit doing this easy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like Noma showing up and killing all the Italians.
Right. You could have done that by yourself a long time ago.
We said the same thing.
Right.
We both said she could have done that by herself. Yeah, like that was
Boo, writers, boo.
Them out the house. This ain't the only time that man been out the house. Shut up. Y'all can kill me. Y'all, cut it out.
Girl, I'm glad you're trying to kill me drinking my lemon water. Is it lemon or lime? Yep, lemon. But anyway, yeah. So whatever Tariq comes up with, it better be good because I really want it to be super calculated. And I want Effie to die. Like, she just needs to go. She's not a part of this story anymore. I'm tired of her. Why they bring her back anyway? I'm good.
But what about Braden, though? Is he going to pick his friend over her? Because Braden went along with it, and he's been lying to Tariq.
He did, but he needs Braden more than he needs Effie, though. Because if Lauren is still alive, Tariq is good, right?
He don't need Effie, really.
But he needs Braden.
But maybe maybe the writers are gonna set it up to where this will turn into a war between the two, between Effie and Tariq. I don't think he's gonna kill her. I don't think she's gonna end up dead, but she might end up feeling scorned and go off and say, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll set it up for them to be battling each other.
I don't know. And
then Kane go with her because he's in love with her. And now it's Kane and Effie trying to set up their empire versus Tariq and Braden. It's going to be mine.
Could be not. I don't know. But we'll see.
I mean,
that's a good.
We're trying to speculate.
Yeah, that's a good a possible scenario. Really? I
would think, though, the way that Tariq schemes and plans and stuff, I would think that he would find some way to get her into Noma's crosshairs. Get Noma to kill Effie for him.
I like that. I like that.
Or to get Noma off his back some kind of way. He'll probably try to do some kind of 2 birds with 1 stone thing.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll find out
soon, because it's episode 5, I think, and they got.
I don't know if they're doing 10. More.
Is it 8 or 10? I don't know.
I think it's usually 10. I think, but it's. I mean, it was, like I said, this whole show. It was so much going on. I literally have 23 things listed. 23.
I have none.
I'm gonna need you to do better. And what the hell was Braden when they were getting on the plane? You remember Effie was standing there at the bottom of the stairs talking to Tariq, but Braden didn't come down the steps with no luggage, and they didn't show them getting on the plane. I'm like, where's Braden ass at?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that.
He was still nursing his wounds, I guess.
He might be. He might be.
I don't know.
Well, on IMDb, there's only 2 more episodes listed, but they just might not have all of them. Season 1 was 10 episodes. Season 2 was 10, but season 3 they only have 6 listed. The last one they show was on April 21st.
10. It's probably 10. There ain't no way they can. You said this is episode 5, or this is episode 4 or 5 that we're talking about. We just
finished 5.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, it'll be interesting. All right, everybody.
I don't think Monet is gonna get away with it. I don't think so. Sorry. I'm gonna put that out there again. I don't think she's gonna get away with it.
You think Monet is about to get caught up?
I don't think she's gonna get away with murdering that policeman. And I don't think she should have killed him. That was just too sloppy of her. Too obvious, because they had beef. It doesn't make sense. The people aren't gonna just walk away from it.
Well, Jenny and Blanca aren't. Sax, like,
yeah.
Maybe Sax is finally over Jenny now.
I hope so, but I don't think so, because he got the answers he wanted. I don't think he's done with her.
Yeah, he probably gonna try to set Jenny ass up. You never know. He might start to tell Davis what he's been doing with Jenny, and then they might turn some shit around on Jenny. You never know. But anyway, yes, thank you for joining us on our podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny. But and hopefully Keita will have some rest next time. I'm working off 100% adrenaline at this point, because the only thing I've had today is coffee and my Harry Potter mug.
I saw it.
That's all I have had today, and it is 12:34, and I am like on fumes.
All I've had is water in my Game of Thrones cup. Mother of Dragons. Yeah.
All right, Khaleesi.
Yeah. My dragon.
All right. Uh-oh.
All right, people. Party people. We'll see you next time.
All right. Remember to like and subscribe and put your thoughts in the comments. Next time. Later. Deuce.